I move the board approve September 8th, 2025 agenda.
Second.
Do our mics need to be on during this meeting?
You're fine. Mr. Watson.
Present.
Can you vote? Yes, please. Or no?
Yes.
Dr. Douglas.
Yes.
Motion passes. Board members' reports.
No report.
No report. Mr. President,
Yes.
I'd like to report that over the past month, I attended the fall regional MSBA meeting. And I had the indubitable pleasure to go to the race, the red-blue game on Friday. It was amazing, but let me tell you, it was a challenge, bouncing from side to side. Because I spent a little time on the south side and then spent a little time on the race side, but it was a very, very energetic game, and the halftime show was something to shake at. Let me tell you that. And that's all I have.
Dr. Douglas.
I don't have my notes right here in front of me, but what I can remember is I did work in conjunction with the Raytown Rotary for giving donations of school supplies to teachers. I helped in donating school supplies to teachers at Raytown Middle School. I went to the convocation and it was off the chain. It was very, very good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the choirs. I enjoyed every speaker, and even enjoyed all the zeal from the audience. It was wonderful. What else did I do? Oh, I also went to Liberty the other night to the MSBA a regional conference with our neighboring school boards. Had a wonderful time there. And last but certainly not least, I was honored on last Saturday for 40 years of commitment in the community and in the faith-based world with a beautiful honor. I'll leave it right there. So I'm grateful for that. That's the end of my report.
Mr. President, it's been a great month. The school started, convocation was electric. Dr. Martin Knox, her speeches are fantastic. Got me hyped, made me miss teaching. And also loved our motto, we are what we do. And so I am also very excited that, today was our first day for our Raytown South High students and Herndon students. So I'm glad they're back in school. Went to the Raytown South game in Smithville, and that was a great time, great game to watch. We looked very good that first half, and then, second half, not so much. But yeah, it's been a great month. I'm glad that we started on a strong foot. Can't wait what happens in September. That's all I have.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Mr. Vice President.
Yes, sir, Mr. Watson.
Yeah, board report. REAP, Raytown Emergency Assistance Program. We had an opportunity, as we do every year, to work with our teachers in the district and give away school supplies, closet supplies, teacher gifts, things of that nature. We allow teachers from the district to come to our offices and essentially shop with the items that we have there for them. We also were able to donate $25 gift certificates to 10 different teachers. So I want to make sure that we shout out and show love to our lovely ladies of REAP, a lot of them former teachers or spouses of teacher, especially Amber Linden, Judy Briggs, Janet O'Brien, Mary Euler,
And so I want to make sure that we thank the teachers and the district administration for always helping us get in touch with the teachers, and they just love coming by and shopping for free, getting things that they need for their classrooms. Our ladies do a great job of always setting aside those items throughout the year to make sure that that is a success. Secondly, had an opportunity to visit Eastwood Hills Elementary School last Friday with Dr. Knox, and I was blown away at uh, how our students are doing. I really just enjoyed the classroom visits, getting our opportunity to sit down with the students and just watch how not only they're engaged, but the teachers are so engaged with our students. And it wasn't those things where the teachers know you're coming. You know, you kind of can peek through the door and see what they're doing, and so their excitement, their ability to connect with the teachers was tremendous. I loved that when we walked in the building, we walking through the halls, you could see the students light up when they see Dr. Knox, Martin Knox, and they say, "That's the superintendent." You kind of see them whispering to each other, "That's the superintendent." And even the teachers and some of the assistant principal, as well as from some of our cafeteria service staff members, you know, they know and recognize our superintendent. And he heard them, some of them said to us, this is important. I've been in education. I've been in this position for, you know, over a decade, and I've never seen a superintendent come into the building and as much as she does. So I want to make sure that I applaud Dr. Knox on the great job that she's doing, connecting with the teachers and the staff and the students. And that is the end of my board remarks.
Thank you. President Burton, do you have anything?
Uh, yeah, I think that's, I'll make comments on other items. No report.
Okay, thank you. That'll be the end of our reports for the month of September. Thank you so much, guys. I want to tell you all, good job. Thank you for being present in the schools and in the community. Thank you for all you do. I will save my reports for next month. Thank you. Board governance.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I guess this is where I wanted to interject. So as a result of our retreat as a board, we talked about being the word that we chose that we thought would be most important for us to be successful as board members and to make the strides in the district that we look to or achieve our goals. The word we looked to was collaboration. And so we talked about just how we can move more efficiently, communicate with one another, and really engage our community. So in regards to board governance, one of the things that we talked about is the way our committees are structured. More so not being board chairman of the committees, board members being chairman of the committee, but looking for board members to be the liaison from the board, to be more of a team member, to gather information, and for us to have the opportunity to sit with the executive leadership team and be a part of more what's going on and getting and being that board member that can bring back the information from the committees that to keep us informed in our decision making. And so we changed the word from chairman to liaison. One of the things we also discussed was just how we, in our committees, how we communicate to the board, back to the board. Each committee would have two members, at least two members. And those, so we know as a board that they represent us. And one of the things that we can communicate to each other, some of the decisions and some of the knowledge that has been passed on by the time it gets to our meetings, then we have board members who are already in the know and support such proposals and ideas that come from our superintendent, and also how we communicate back to the public, as well as how we communicate to the superintendent. We do realize that any board member can communicate to the superintendent as they feel, but we don't want to inundate her with several requests from all the board members. So we designed a way to function and to communicate where board members will email the vice president and the president, copy Rachel on any ideas that we need to get from that we need to get on the agenda or they've considered to be put on the agenda prior to the president and vice president meeting with the superintendent. And so that way each board member can have some input. Also, with board members knowing that they're part of certain committees, board members can also communicate with one another one-on-one in regards to any questions they may have in a particular area that is that committee's responsibility. And so we're going to continue in that fashion. The only other thing is the way we communicate with the public is to, one, we direct the public to know that we do hear what that they're communicating to us, and we want them to engage with us, but we also want them to follow the protocol and the chain of command. If it's with just follow the next step up with how they communicate with the administrators, the senior leadership, as well as the superintendent, because the only employee that we have as a board is the superintendent. So we don't want to give out conflicting information, and we all speak. When we speak as in consensus. Neither one of us can speak to an issue ourselves as an individual. And so we believe that as we collaborate and we create an environment that puts us all on the same team, whether we're a family member, a parent, a student, an employee, a board member, a community leader, that we all want to make sure that we have the main goal of student achievement involved. And so we as a board has decided to collaborate amongst ourselves to be the leaders in that. And our main focus in that collaboration is to build consensus. That's my part on board governance. So I guess everybody else can chime in or whatever.
Thank you, President Burton. Anyone else have any comments on that? That will be it for board governance. Thank you so much. Let's go to the meat and potatoes of this thing, the report of the superintendent.
So good evening, Vice Chairman Newton, members of the Raytown Quality School District Board, Mr. Burton, members of the Raytown Quality School District community. I just want to say welcome. This is the first time I've been able to see you all in one place since the start of the school year. I think we had a great start with the exception of the little faux pas and slip up that we had at South High School. But I will say to you, it takes moments like this for us to step back and reflect on how strong we really are, not just as a school district, but as a community. And so I want to publicly just say thank you. Thank you to our students for your understanding, for your flexibility. And I said it the other day, and I will say it publicly, I apologize, especially to our South High School students and our Herndon students for the manner in which we had to start the school year. But you all know that safety is a priority. And so today I was able to lay my eyes on you to know that you were doing just fine. And I never questioned it because you're resilient. And not only are you resilient, but I'm grateful for our staff for coming together, our teachers for continuing to plan to make sure that you had quality instruction, but also there to receive you when you arrived this morning. So I just want to say thank you to the executive leadership, the administrators, our teachers, our facilities, just everyone who came together to make sure that we represented ourselves well. And while we had Friday evening, the Battle of the Birds, while there were two separate sides, red and blue, as a school district, we're one. And so during that time where we were in an unusual situation, understand we demonstrated each and every day we were one. Whether it was the use of facilities, whether it was the use of space in a building, whether it was administrators coming together just to think of the ways in which we can support our children through this process. I just say publicly, thank you. I believe that the setback is only there for us to have a great comeback. And so I'm ready to start the school year with everyone in place and ready to do this work. I also want to take a moment just to introduce or reintroduce some folks, Dr. Dred Scott, who's here with us this evening. Dr. Scott is a long-standing Raytown staff member leader, and he will be here with us for a while Dr. Moore is home recuperating. So Dr. Scott, I just want to say welcome and thank you for taking on the challenge and being here with us. You all can applaud for him, please.
Okay.
The other thing, many of the board members mentioned activities that they participated in, and I usually don't because there are usually so many that are far in between. But I just want to take a moment to say I've had the opportunity to serve on a panel with Suburban Balance, and I had the opportunity to attend the Independence Chamber of Commerce school event. And it was the first time Raytown was invited. And so it gave me an opportunity to reflect on the work that we're doing here in Raytown and to do so with pride. And so while I was left unsupervised, which I did tell the community as they were listening to me, I was unsupervised, so don't judge me. But I also asked them not to report me as well. But it was just a great time for us to sit back and tell everyone what we're about here in Raytown. And I did so with pride because you make me proud. And as we get down to the nitty gritty, and now that we're back,
Mr. President, I don't normally do this. Sorry to interrupt you, but I had a friend who's on the Chamber of Commerce and Independence, and she didn't even know this, but she said, your superintendent spoke and she was fantastic.
I heard the same thing.
So that means they held their end of the bargain because I made them all promise that they would tell you all that I was behaved. And so it seems like it's working. Thank you for that. It was just really nice to talk about what's happening here in Raytown because there's a lot of great things here in our community and with our schools. And so as I am bringing the announcements to a close, I just want to say just a reminder today, as I've walked through many of our schools, I want to thank our board members, Mr. Watson, Mr. Jameson, for accompanying me, and many more board members will join me. But just going into the building, just watching children engage, staff engage, it is just a work of art to see. Not only is it a work of art with the instructional piece, but when I look at the facilities and I can see myself in the floor, it just brings me great pride to know that our employees are doing what's best for children because all of us together make Raytown the greatest place we can possibly be. And then today I was questioned about my rules of the cell phones. Not my rule, it's the law. And so let me just remind us all that cell phone usage is illegal, if you will, according to the law. So are your watches and your devices, and let's just make sure we're in compliance. But I've not seen too many cell phones, but a kid did call me on the carpet today because I had mine out, and I assure you I was doing business when I was on my phone. This concludes the report of the superintendent, and now I want to make sure that our student representatives have the opportunity to come and share.
Let's go. You guys can pull up chairs. They pull up chairs. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Savannah Young. I'm the Raytown High School Student Council President.
Hi, my name is Brendan Santellin. I am the Raytown High School Student Secretary.
Hello, I am Willow Sturry. I am Raytown's PR officer.
Okay, so we're basically going to sum up what we've done the past month and a half. So before school started, we helped teachers set up their classrooms since we added Freshman Academy. We did multiple teachers were moving around, so we took it into our own hands and helped teachers move into their classrooms.
A couple days before school started, we had a freshman transition day, which is sort of like freshman orientation that we used to have, just to get the freshmen more acquainted with the school, make them more familiar.
We also taught them stuff we do at regular assemblies. We held a pep rally for them, and we taught them our alma mater and deck the cards and just our normal chants.
During the time before school started, we also decorated the bulletin boards around our school to spice it up, give it color, to welcome in the new students of our school. Oh, and Spirit Days. Last week, we had a game. Obviously, Monday we did not have a Spirit Day because it was Labor Day. Woot woot. Tuesday, it was Jersey Day. Football. Got to bring in that spirit. Wednesday, it was Frat Day. Who doesn't love college football and wearing their baseball cap backwards? Thursday, it was Hawaiian Day. I love me a good Hawaiian shirt. Friday, it was Blue Out. And yeah.
We also, as a whole council, we added a new committee to our student council called Game Day Chair. We wanted more than just football and basketball. We wanted more sports to be involved around the school and sports that don't get recognized usually. So we added a Game Day Chair, which she held our spirit section this past Friday. And then she also plans big group events to go to every sport to make sure every sport is recognized.
Also during this period of where Raytown South has not been able to go to their school, we have let their student council do things at our Stuco room.
To make posters and anything they needed for the football game last Friday. We also held a Deck the Cards assembly. It was a great turnout. We had boys rolling all over the floor. We had boys dancing with teachers. We also recognized every other sport that is playing South this month and next month. And then of course we had our rivalry game. We all think it was a great turnout. All the students behaved themselves as much as possible. But yeah, so that's it.
Thank you guys so much.
Did you guys have the Deck the Cards assembly while the South kids were in your building doing their posters? Okay.
Hello everyone.
Take your mic off.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Diallo, and I'm the Raytown South Stuco president.
My name is Riley Rapp, and I'm the Stuco vice president.
So at South, we're obviously really excited to be back in the building. We had the chance to see Dr. Knox this morning, and it was just a really great adjustment back to the building. And we're really excited also to get to know our new principal and just really navigate this new school year, especially with the new freshman academy. And one thing that we're doing as a student council to help the freshmen acclimate is we started kind of recruiting 8th grade students to become part of our student council. So they already started this semester, whereas in past years they would start second semester. So this is a great way to get them kind of a head start with student council and thinking about how they can get involved throughout the rest of their 4 years in high school. So we're really looking forward to getting to meet our new freshmen and getting back used to the building.
Today we also got, well, obviously today is our first day of school and we're excited to be back, but we got introduced to the new phone policies, which was new for Raytown South and other schools. We also got used to all the room shifts that happened over the break and the introduction to the freshman academy. And we also got introduced to our new principal, which is Mr. Williams, and we are excited to see how he fits in with Raytown South High School.
Going back to the rival game, obviously it didn't turn out in our favor, but we are really grateful for Raytown's student council for their generosity and lending us like their student council room to help us make signs. We really appreciate it. And like Dr. Martin Knox said, like we are one community at the end of the day. So even though this was a rivalry game, they still demonstrated that sportsmanship and kind of like teamwork ability, and we were able to all like benefit from that. We had great school spirit, fun posters, and I'd also like to shout out the performance by the Cardettes, band, and color guard. And that was also another like collaboration with Raytown, and that was really cool to get to see both our schools come together at halftime and put on an amazing show.
And lastly, we have decided that our homecoming is going to be October 4th, I'm pretty sure, in the gym, and we might or might not have already decided what our theme is going to be this year.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you.
That will conclude our student representative reports. Now we will do the Ray of Hope.
Good evening, Vice President Burton, Dr. Martin Knox, and members of the board. This evening, we are recognizing several individuals: Robert Cordell, Amy Gwynn, Amy Meyer, and Rachel Lovingood. And they helped organize our Back to School Carnival, and we are recognizing them for their commitment to supporting students, families, and the Raytown community through the Back to School Carnival. Their efforts in creating opportunities for families to connect with community partners and access valuable resources helped set the stage for a successful school year. We have a video with a little bit more about the carnival.
So we just had our big back to school carnival. We revamped it from our Community Connections fair that we typically do each year. It was a lot of fun. We had over 70 vendors come out and over 900 families, which was a blast. They were able to get connected to different resources, learn about programs. We played some games, ate some carnival food, and just had a fun Saturday hanging out together before school started back up.
We moved our Community Connections event to the weekend before school started, and I think that was a unique opportunity to connect with families before school to provide them resources, whether it's mental health, behavioral health, education, career opportunities, transportation, utility assistance, all these unique opportunities that are in Raytown that they may not be aware of. So they were able to connect with resources here locally to help their families and to help their students.
So school social workers are here for our families in many different ways. We're very systems oriented, and so we love stuff like the carnival because it's a chance to connect all the different pieces. We love getting students and families, educators, community members all together in one space outside of school where it's a little bit less formal. We get to have fun, learn from each other, and figure out what the year's gonna look like for us.
I work with a lot of our unaccompanied youth, just giving them that sense of hope at the end of the tunnel. They might be going through a rough patch of time in their life, but just letting them be that light in my life as well as in their life. Working with the families that are struggling due to economic reasons, working with our community partners as well. They are so eager and willing to always reach out and help whenever we have a family that is in need of any support or services.
In education, we educate students and we serve students at the school building, but we also serve the greater community. That includes their families, their parents, patrons of the Raytown School District. So service to others is an important component of working in a school district.
I am so proud and appreciative of our student support department. This is a big, big undertaking. It takes a lot of time, a lot of planning, a lot of meetings, but it's worth it to see everyone come together and to see all the pieces fit together.
To be recognized as a ray of hope, I was shocked. I was not expecting it, but it means a lot to know that the time and the effort that social workers are putting in and giving back to the community and to the families is foreseen.
I hope that the community walked away knowing that we're here for them, not just 7 to 3, 8 to 4 school hours that we're here for them all the time, that we're rooting for them, that we're in this together, that there's resources, there's hope, there's connections, and that we're all just trying to figure this out together.
If we keep working together as a community, our students will continue to strive and our community will continue to strive.
I wasn't going to mention this in my superintendent's report, but I knew we would want to recognize you. And I knew that the event was going to be fun-filled because I couldn't find a parking spot. And so that was the first time I attended, but I just want to say thank you for what you do, not just for our children, but for our community as a whole. Very valuable information, and even the vendors were excited to be there, so thank you.
Okay, I also want to take time to recognize Raytown was actually recognized as one of the best communities for music education by the NAM Foundation. And this is the 5th year in a row that the school district has demonstrated an outstanding commitment to access of quality music education. We have a letter here of congratulations from Governor Kehoe, and I would like to ask Alex Colster, who leads our music efforts, to come up to be recognized. And
Mr.
now,
President. Mr. President, can I interrupt real quickly for blatant plug since it's Mr. Colster? Do you wouldn't mind saying that the community choir is starting September 18th and our own Mr. Colster is going to be the director of that, so.
On out.
Yeah, where's it gonna be?
We're working on securing a rehearsal space right now, so I'll confirm that soon.
Okay. Great.
Before we move forward, I want to give a personal thank you to Ms. Lovingood. She does so much. I work on another committee with her, the Impact Committee, and she just like always like does it with a smile. So I want to say thank you to her and Dr. Cordell. Every time I come to their offices or just visit, they just do it with a smile. So I know the reason why that was so impactful is because they do it with pride. And I want to say thank you guys for being a part of Raytown. Thank you.
and at this time, I'm going to turn this over to our foundation, Kim Snyder and Mary Euler, for a foundation presentation.
I know this.
No. Welcome. Thank you very much for having us. I am Kim Snyder. I am the president of the Raytown Educational Foundation.
I'm Mary Euler, and I am the current treasurer of the foundation. And together, we're serving as the interim executive directors. So,
and having a lot of fun, for sure. Tonight, we honor REF's Platinum Pillars of the Foundation sponsors, Gwen Mundorf, and that they are represented by Jessica Bernard and Anthony McDaniel. Shelley Gwen could not be with us. We also recognize Bob Kessel, who is with us, and Charlotte Belter, who also could not be with us. Gwen Mundorf has been a pillar sponsor since the program's inception in 2016-2017. Shelley Gwynn and her team continue to contribute to REF in a myriad of sometimes humorous ways. But every year they commit to being a platinum sponsor. This provides stability for REF's work. Thank you, Shelley, and your team at Gwynn Mundorf. Bob Kessel has volunteered his time and talent since the very beginning. As the Raytown Educational Foundation's first executive director, Bob laid the foundation for REF. Much of what REF is today is as a result of Bob's commitment to Raytown kids and our schools. 33 years later, Bob is an active member of the REF Board of Trustees and is a platinum pillar. We thank you, Bob, and we're glad you're here tonight.
We are extremely grateful to each of you for your continued support, and it is heartening to know that you see the promise in Raytown's kids and the value of REF's purpose of supporting and enhancing our schools through teaching and learning grants, scholarships, and student recognition and special projects.
You got it.
That's the hardest part.
I know.
That's the hardest part.
Whatever you say.
Thank you, Kim and Mary, for
Thank you
filling
very
in
much.
in this
Thank you.
capacity. I'm sure Martha would be glad to know it's taken two people to fill that job. So thank you, guys.
Every bit of two people.
And Mr. Moore, thank you for that. I was going to echo those sentiments. If you've not been past the office, just to watch those two in action, it is just a work of art. And I personally want to thank you for keeping the work going. Even though I've had to ask you to get off of desks, chairs, whatever it is that you have been doing whenever I come by. I just want to say thank you. And to your point, Mr. Moore, I actually saw Martha the other evening. I went to visit her and I told her, I said, you know, it takes two to do what you did. And she smiled. And so I just want to say thank you for continuing the work going, because everything you do is for children. So thank you.
And thank you for keeping us safe.
Thank you. Public comment period. We don't have anyone that will be speaking for the public comment, so we will move forward. Board committee reports. Finance committee. May I get a motion first?
Yeah, I move the board approve the June 9th, 2025 Finance Committee meeting minutes, and there's no other report from the Finance Committee.
I need somebody to say.
Second.
Okay. Capital Improvement Committee. Community Engagement Committee. Personal Development Committees. Safety Committee. Today, the Safety Committee met. I'd like to thank Mr. Houston and Mr. Aaron. I would like to give them a personal kudos on the red and blue game and it being a complete safe environment. and keeping everything running smoothly out there. I would also like to thank the leadership that they shown throughout this year. And I'm so glad Raytown South had started back. I want to just say that during the time of adversity, it really showed your true character. And I want to say we really did well during that time. I really want to appreciate it, show my appreciation to the safety committee on that. Thank you, Mr. Schusted and Mr. Aaron. Along with Dr. Martin Knox and our advisory committee, the Citizen Advisory Committee. Okay, thank you. That'll do it for our committees, our committee reports. Miss Dr. Douglas.
Yes, sir.
Needed your vote.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Thank you. On that same, okay. Okay, he just came back up there. Yeah, he just came back up there. There was just one now. There you go. Oh, Mr. Okay. That's on your one. Okay. Okay. President Burton.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion passes. A motion for the Board of Education approved policies.
Mr. President, I move that the Board of Education approve policies IGBB, programs for the student, KB public information, EGAA, copyright compliance, BDDA, board mental qualifications. Turn my mic on. EHBA, student use of personal electronic devices for instructional purposes. IGBI, homeschooling and other educational options. IGCDA, full-time MOCAP virtual courses. IGD, district-sponsored extracurricular activities and groups. IGDAA, resident participant student involvement in activities and events. And JFCD, student use of personal communication devices.
Any questions? Need a second.
Second.
Any questions? Can we vote? Dr. Douglas.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
President Burton.
Yes.
Motion passes. New business. Motion, please.
Mr. President, I move the Board of Education approve Amendment 4 from Ever Driven Technologies LLC.
Second.
Dr. Douglas.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
President Burton.
Yes.
Motion passes. Motion for approval of consent.
Mr. President, I move that the board approves the September 8th, 2025 consent agenda as presented.
Second.
President Burton.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Dr. Douglas.
Yes.
Motion passes. I would like to read off the donations. Donation of $10 gift cards to Quick Trip, totaling $100 to Southwood Elementary School from Quick Trip. Donation of 63 desks and matching chairs worth $4,100 from Cherokee Tule to West Ridge Elementary School. Donation of water, cookies, pasta salad, potato salad, popsicles worth $328 from Apple Market to Northwood School. Donation of 561 backpacks with school supplies for kindergartners worth $14,600 from Graceway to Raytown School District Elementary Schools. Donations of $1,000 of purchase equipment from Chip Thomas to the Raytown South High School Girls Golf Team. Donation of $2,150 and Yale Abercon and Bessie Bosley to Raytown South Schools Theater Program. Donation of school supplies from students, for students, and donuts for staff worth $600 from Bethlehem Kingdom Center to Southwood Elementary School. We would like to thank you guys for all your donations. We say we really appreciate it. Thank you so very much.
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
I move that the board adjourns the regular Board of Education meeting at 7:34 p.m.
Second.
Dr. Douglas,
Yes.
Mr. Watson,
Yes.
President Burton,
Yes.
motion passes. Thank you guys for coming out. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Thank you.